Hi, everybody. It is February 24th, Thursday. It's a tough day. I woke up this morning and turned on the news and just seeing the tragedy that's befalling the Ukraine. Things have been tough enough dealing with so many things like COVID on a global scale, but all of a sudden to have war breaking out, this invasion of a country. I mean, it's unreal. I feel an attachment to Ukraine because my father's side of our family came from Odessa in the Ukraine. And I just can't imagine. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about doing a video and getting my truck repaired and worrying about snaking out a blocked up drain. And these people are now concerned about not being slaughtered. What a world! What a world we're living in. The magic and the wonder of it one day, and the horror of it the next. It's just hard to comprehend. But I'm going to try to stay with the positive things. I'm going to be doing some more music right now. I'm really profoundly excited about tomorrow, getting together with Denny Tedesco and Greg, the producers of the documentary for the immediate family, management, and the band. And we are going to see a rough cut screening of the movie after several years now of working on this tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how our lives and careers and everything are being presented, and the people who have been interviewed and the footage they've dug up, because The Wrecking Crew is still to me such a fabulous documentary, putting your hands in Denny Tedesco's, or putting your kind of life and career in Denny Tedesco's hands is a comfort zone. I'm really good with that. So it's going to be pretty cool to see what this is all about. It's not going to be the finished version of it, but hopefully they think it's very close and they just want us to see it, and then we can do some fine tuning on it. Been running all morning here. I'm really stressed out about this whole thing. And it was really sad yesterday. I was just talking about kind of this impending problem that's coming up, and some guy came on comments yesterday talking about how I should stick with music and not make this a political thing, and said I'm unsubscribing. Well, fine, go away. There's more to this world right now than music. Music is a huge part of our lives, but when somebody's going to war, it's worth a mention. You take your head out of the. I won't go there. I'm going to visit a project here that was another one of these really interesting projects that we did. I've always loved when I get called to do a project with Sheffield Labs. Doug Sachs and Lincoln Mayorga would do these projects. Lincoln was one of the great keyboard players in Los Angeles, and Doug ran Mastering Labs, and he mastered so many of the records I've worked on over the years. Just a fabulous guy and great character. Just always enjoyed whenever I'd work at Producer's Workshop on a project. Mastering Labs was right next door, so we'd get a break and run over and hang out with Doug, and he would tell stories, and he was quite a fabulous character. And one of the projects that we did that I posted a while back was an album by Claire Marlowe. Well, this project was produced by Claire Marlowe, and the artist on this is Michael Ruff, R-U-F-F. Michael's just great, and the album was called Speaking in Melodies, and we cut this back in 1993. I've got a few notes here. I wanted to get everything correct. Now that when you do these projects, when we recorded this, it's recorded absolutely live. This is when you're finished cutting the track, it's done. You can't go back in and fix anything. If you made any mistakes, you have to recut this whole side. Background vocals, everything was live. So this project was produced by Claire Marlowe. The executive producers on this were Doug Sachs and Lincoln Mayorga. And we recorded this at Ocean Way Studios. It was recorded and mixed live by the great George Massenburg. He engineered this, and he was assisted by Russ Kunkel's son, Nathaniel Kunkel, who's a great engineer in his own right and producer. Rael Rogut and Gavin Lurson were the assistant engineers. The song Beside Myself was written by Claire Marlowe and Michael Ruff. And the band on this was myself and John Robinson on drums, Dean Parks on guitar. The lead vocal and MIDI piano on this was Michael Ruff. Background vocals were Nadia Ruff and Leslie Smith, and the soprano sax was the late Jerry Peterson. Jerry's such a great player, and he passed away in 2020 from complications of COVID. Just a tragic loss for our community here. But it's really interesting when you do these things. I did early on, hundreds of videos ago, some songs with Bill Cantos. And we cut that direct to 2-track with Bill Schnee. Bill singing live, playing piano, myself and Mike Shapiro playing drums on it. And other projects, Laith Al-Sadi, we did his album, and it was cut with live background vocals, horns, the whole album. And in the old early days of recording, when they would cut direct to disc, so there would be a cutting lathe on the session, and you would start the first song, and this thing would cut the record. You'd go from one song to another, and if you screwed up in the last song of that side, you had to recut the whole side again. You couldn't go back in and fix that. It made things a little easier when you were cutting to 2-track, because at least you were doing one song at a time, because it was on tape and you could edit the tape, but you couldn't edit within the track. You couldn't go back in and fix anything because everything was going down mixed live. And this was just a really fun project. Michael's really great, and this was a great band. So I want to just play the song called Beside Myself for you. So this is Michael Ruff, Speaking in Melodies, from 1993, and this was through live studio. It even says on the front, live studio recordings by Sheffield Labs. So here we go, Beside Myself.
The children walking home from school, they do remind me of you, they do remind me. Try not to think about you, well, not as a rule, but I can't help myself sometimes, I just can't help it. There's not much to this life of mine, just this job I do. I'm just the man that comes and goes in memories of you. I am beside myself with love for you. I am beside myself with love. Sleep at night, I hope that I will dream, fly above the earth, leave my body. The world below is so much simpler than it seems. There's so many wasted words, they're like holes in water. There's not much to this life of mine, just this job I do. I am a man that comes and goes in memories of you. I am beside myself with love for you. I am beside myself with love for you. I am beside myself with sweet love.
So we were all in the same room cutting live with that. I love that. Boy, I would love to do that every day. Takes preparation. You got to be on top of your game when you do something like this. You can't be slightly blasé and go, I'll fix it in the mix, as so many people say, because there is none. There's no fixing on these. So there's a lot of great stuff on this album, so it's well worth checking out. And you can check out, Michael Ruff has a really long history as an artist and as a songwriter, so he's well worth checking out too. And Claire Marlowe also, who produced this, is a wonderful artist. So I'm going to get running here. I'm going to wish everybody, a great day. Just my heart so goes out to people that are now in harm's way and living in this unbelievable conflict that's brewing and going on. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Absolutely breaks my heart that this is that side of humanity that is so dark and insidious. So that we got enough to deal with COVID. Just looking back down at my notes here and having lost Jerry Peterson to complications from COVID, it's not over. It's still going on. It's getting, things are getting better on a daily basis, but if we get too excited about opening up the world and all that, the potential for it to all go down again is there. So stay safe. Give a moment, thank people that are, putting themselves daily in harm's way in order for us to get back to some kind of semblance of the life we once knew here a couple of years ago. And I'm just anxiously awaiting tomorrow morning and to see what the hell. I'll give you a report after I've seen it, let you know what the immediate family documentary is like. And just an advance warning, our clubhouse is next Wednesday, and the live stream one-on-ones, Skype and FaceTime, is a week from this Saturday. So those that are doing that, check it out, and I will see you there. And other than that, I'm going to get going right now. I just feel slightly distracted, just having been watching the news and seeing what's going on. It's tough. So take care. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.